I want to tell you a story. It's truer than you think. It all took place in a town called Scoville. Population 667. Make that 666. They call it Scoville because it was next to Skull Hill. That's a half day's ride through the valley of the shadow of death. And when you see the skull, hang a left. Scoville was a lawless town in those days, and the citizens lived in fear. The people of Scoville were a regular sort, mostly farmers, ranch hands, businessmen, and your usual collection of drunkards. The ones in charge, or at least they thought they were the town council. There was Judge Roy B., who was also the mayor, Jack Daniels, the saloon keeper, Will the baker, and Sam Walter, the owner of the general store. They ran all the town's affairs, but they weren't really in charge. The one really in control was the outlaw. The outlaw had called the shots in Scoville for a long time. It was his town, no matter what the council thought. But there were some people in Scoville who had heard that one day the sheriff would come and make everything right by casting out the outlaw and his henchmen forever.
Help! Help! Please! Help! Help! Please! Help! Help! Please! Mr. Games need my money. It's all gone. Please, please, sir, help me, please.
Say there, my fine fellow, what seems to be your trouble?
The outlaw's men, they took everything, and my son's sick. I come to town to get the dog. They took all my money. Please, please, help me.
Now keep your distance there before you get blood all over my new suit. Why, if the outlaw has done this to you, it's probably because you're not a fine, law-abiding citizen like myself. I have never had no trouble with the outlaw. But if it's money that you need, maybe our dear friend Mr. Whittle there will be able to assist you.
Yes, of course. I'd be more than glad to help you out. Why, I've always prided myself in my willingness to extend a helping hand to the little people for a proper return on my investment, of course.
Oh, thank you, sir, thank you.
But, unfortunately, there's still that little matter of interest from last month's transaction. Let me see here. Ah, yes. $2.47. As soon as you're all squared up, I'd be more than glad to help loan you what you need.
But I told you, the outlaw, he took all my money.
Yes, and by the way, you never did pay off your bill at my store either.
I was on my way to pay all y'all, but the outlaw.
The outlaw. The outlaw. Why, if you spend as much time thinking about your financial problem and being a fine, upstanding citizen like us, you wouldn't be in this kind of mess. Why, I'm tired and I grow weary of your excuses. You see, this is a serious offense, sir. Not settling your debts. Why, perhaps a short stay over at the jailhouse will help you to mull over your financial trouble.
No! My son's sick. I have to take care of him.
Jack, take this man over to the courthouse. I'll be there all shortly.
No! Just wait, all y'all. One day the sheriff will come. Then you'll all be sorry.
The sheriff? The sheriff? What in tarnations would you know about the sheriff? Why, if the sheriff was to come, and most experts agree that that is not likely, why, what in tarnations would he want with the likes of you? Why, surely he would prefer the likes of us. Take this varmint away.
No! No!
All this wild speculation about the sheriff. Why, as I see it, it just ain't gonna happen.
Here comes that crazy telegraph operator, John Duncan. Any news on the telegraph today, you buggy lunatic?
Whoa, unto you, you bunch of yellow-belly snakes. The sheriffs are coming to town now. Look, it says right here. The time has come. Stop. The coming of the sheriff is near. Stop. Believe the good news. Stop. Sign. The governor.
Mr. Dunker, are you the sheriff?
No, I'm not even worthy to hold his boots. But when the sheriff does come, you know he's going to set this town right.
Now hold on, now just hold on there, folks. There you go, getting all these simple folks all stirred up about this sheriff. Now, this is probably just another rumor. Why, if that sheriff fella was to come, I believe that we would be the first to know.
No, gentlemen, the sheriff is a-coming. And I'm here to tell you to get ready. Why, this message comes from the governor himself. How can you doubt it? Damn dust-licking rattlers. You better run, because the sheriff's a-coming.
Well, the rumors have started.
Oh, me. Oh, my. The sheriff's coming. The sheriff's coming. Ooh.
These poor, simple-minded people. If it weren't for fine, devoted, upstanding citizens such as ourselves, there would be no law and order here in Skullville. Why, if you really think about it, we don't even need a sheriff here. Like they never sent one to this God-forsaken place.
Well, I'll drink to that. The way I see it, the sheriff ain't coming. Not in our lifetimes, anyway.
Where is he?
Hey, boss! That sheriff fella really is a-coming. What are you gonna do about it? Are you scared?
Oh, what do we do, boys? The sheriff's coming. Oh, me, oh, my. Sheriff. I'm afraid of no sheriff. Got a tombstone for that sheriff. And once I roll it over him, he ain't never coming down.
The new sheriff is here! He's here!
What?
He's riding into town right now! The new sheriff and all of his deputies are riding into town right now! Look! Look! Here they come! What's he riding? He's riding a donkey! A donkey? Yeah, that's right, donkey! The deputies went to the farm a little while ago and said the sheriff is in need of it. He'd never been run on before. And I'm surprised he ain't kicked him off. He's getting off. Look, here he comes.
Howdy, I'm J.C. Davis, and these here are my boys. I know y'all been waiting a long time.
Are you really the sheriff?
It's just like you say, ma'am.
Now just hold on here. I'm Judge Law Bean. Now I'm the mayor here of Skullville. And now I'm here to let you know that I've
Well, I'm right pleased to meet you, Mr. Mayor.
Well, yes, same here. Now, we are a quiet community, and we run a quiet town here in Scoville. You need to tell these folks to hold it down.
Why, Mayor? I mean, Judge, why, if these folks kept quiet, why, the tumbleweeds would cry out.
Sheriff Davidson, have mercy on me. Sheriff Davidson, have mercy on me. Now, you just hush. The sheriff's a very busy man.
No, that's all right. Come up here, son. What can I do for you?
I can't say a dang good thing, and I like to.
Let's take care of that.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Go on,
Thank
get
you.
it.
I could sing.
Can I help you too? I said, can I help you too?
What's that? Speak up, Sonny.
Oh, never mind. That outlaw, you tell him that the new sheriff's in town. Go on, get out of here.
Hey, I got my earshot back. I got ears like an eagle. Hey, don't have to yell. I ain't deaf.
That outlaw, he's a thief, a murderer, and a cheat. But y'all stick with me, and you'll have the good life.
Now, just hold on here. Now, you know, we are for law and order. And we know that around these parts, if you want to practice medicine, you need to have a license. Now, we are for law and order. What do you got to say about that, Sheriff?
You're all like a whitewashed outhouse. You're pretty on the outside, but ooh, will you stick to high heaven on the inside?
I just don't understand why he would say such a
A whitewashed outhouse? Why, I've never been so humiliated in all my born days.
I'm telling you, this J.C. Davidson is going to cause nothing but trouble.
Why, the townsfolk seem to think he's the greatest thing to hit this place since sarsaparilla.
Why, he thinks he's so lovely, dovey, good for everything.
We need to do something about it before he thinks he's in charge. Wait a minute. I got it. Where's that barmaid, Mary Walker?
Judge, you don't have an appointment till tomorrow.
No. Lizard brain, Uncle Hunk of mess. I ain't talking about for me. Now, this is what you do, see? You go down there to the hotel and you arrest her for adultery. Then we'll see what this lovely, dovey sheriff will do. If he hangs her like the law says, then everybody will see that he ain't so merciful. And if he lets her go, then he ain't no sheriff. Now you go get her. I told you now. Get her.
That town council don't seem to take too kindly to you. Boy, I'd like to give him a piece of my mind.
You just hold on there. Just hold on there, Peter. Those men, they're in charge. Don't do like they do before. They say one thing and they do another. They seem to be so concerned with the folks here in Scoville. But in reality, they're all in cahoots with the outlaw himself.
Now just wait a minute. Now see here. Sheriff, since you seem to know so much about the law, I have a question for you. Jack, bring her here. Well, Mr. Sheriff, this here woman was caught in the very act of prostitution. Now, around these parts, that's a hanging offense. The law says to string her up. What do you say?
Good thinking, Mayor.
Yeah, after all that talk about mercy.
If he says to let her go,
Then he'll be breaking the law. And he ain't no sheriff. Now, come on, Sheriff. What you got to say about that?
What's he doing? He's writing in the sand. He's writing on the hanging offenses.
Well, Sheriff, quit your stalling. What do you got to say?
Very well. String her up. Since we're going to start hanging folks, let the one who's not guilty of a hanging offense be the first one to get it started.
Well, gentlemen, I forgot I got a meeting down there at the courthouse. Very important. I'll catch you guys this afternoon. Now I got to go.
I gotta open the vault.
Well, I need a drink. Got to supervise new construction at the store.
Woman, where are your accusers?
There ain't any.
Neither do I condemn you. Now get it. Sin no more.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Mr. Mayor, I'm gentlemen, please.
What is it, Whittle?
if we could, let's get down to business.
Since Sheriff Davis...
A little strange. Why, that word sheriff's got this town turned upside down. But it's gotten to the point where I can't even sell a bottle of whiskey to a man crawling through the desert. Oh, the sheriff's orders are teetotalers now.
That ain't nothing. Now sit down. Sit down, baby. Sit down. That ain't nothing. You know that gambling parlor I had set up down there? That gambling parlor I had set up down there in the hallway of the courthouse? Purely for entertainment purposes, I assure you. Why, that dead bird sheriff, he come in there the other day, as crazy as can be, he started turning tables over. He started driving them people out there like there was a bunch of cattle. Why, it just hurt my soul. See him act so callous towards the fine ladies and gentlemen of our community. Why, surely no sheriff will act so callous. But not only that, he told me if and he seen that den of thieves there again, he would shut me down.
How dare he talk to the judge?
And where?
Like that. Well, we've got to do something. We can't just stand around here and let him take over.
That's right.
I mean, this is our town. We're in charge, not that sheriff.
Well, the problem is the people. See, they think the sheriff's the one to come solve all their problems. Why, just the other day, Miss Johnson was in here in the bar, and she is telling me He must be the sheriff if he can kick out them outlaws like that.
What'd you tell her?
Well, I told her, because maybe he's one of them.
I can't believe you, Jack. He's always got the answer. It's okay. What are you doing here?
Councilmen are as big as suckers that are in this town. Now, come on. We all knew the sheriff was coming sometime. How do you know for sure this is him? How do you know this J.C. Davidson really is the sheriff promised by the governor? He's right! I knew he wasn't no sheriff. Not the way he's treated us like he has. I'd say he's an imposter. Yeah, I'd be willing to bet anything he's an imposter.
Yeah, it makes sense. I bet you we wouldn't have any of these problems if the real sheriff had come.
Yeah, and we'd still be in control.
Yeah. That's right, gentlemen. So what do you propose we do about it?
Well, I think we ought to get him drunk.
I think we down at the courthouse and hang around in front of my
Go
office.
get him out there and get him
And it'll be over, and that's his way.
I'll take him.
You? How?
Well, you know me. I've always got an ace up my sleeve. Deputy!
It's one of the sheriff's own deputies.
Gentlemen, let me introduce you to my new deputy. Deputy Jude S. Benedict.
Jude S. Benedict? Hey, what's the S stand for?
The S. Why, nothing. Okay, here's the deal. He gets the sheriff alone, outside the city, on Skull Hill, where me and my boys will be awakened, and we'll take him down. Yeah! I got a tombstone for that sheriff. And once I roll it over him, he ain't never coming out.
Well, we know what's in it for us, but what's in it for you?
Let's just say that I got an interest in getting things back to normal around here.
What's your price, outlaw?
My price. There's always a price, isn't there?
Well, we'll pay you anything you want.
You bet you will. But for now, you just take care of my new deputy.
That's right. I want 30 silver dollars in advance. I'll deliver the sheriff right to you.
Gentlemen, do we have a deal?
I don't care. Whatever it takes, just get rid of that sheriff. Now pay the man his money. Pay him that money. Pay him right now. Come on, give him that money right now. Hurry up now. Let's just get this going.
Consider it done.
Things are looking bad, Sheriff.
Yeah, I heard that town council wants to kill you.
So what are we gonna do now, Sheriff?
Boys, you're just gonna have to hold on here. Hold on. Now, can't get yourself so agitated. If you do, you trust me on this, we'll have a peace about it. Now, the trail I'm taking, the boys can't come along.
Where you going, Sheriff?
Peter, where I'm going is to get a place ready for you and the boys. And everyone else will trust me. And then I'll come back and I'll take you with me. Now, I got some important business to take care of. the business of the one who sent me here. But before I go, I want you to know, y'all love one another the same way I loved you. You're all my friends. Now just do as I say. You're not just my deputies, but you're my friends. And there's no greater kind of love than this. Let a man lay down his life for his friends.
Sheriff J.C. Davison, boy, am I glad to see you right here, right now.
You betray me with such a warm greeting?
Yeah. Sheriff Davison, Sheriff J.C. Davison. Now, where is that outlaw?
Well, if it ain't the good sheriff himself.
I gotta go.
Hey, deputy, you'll need this. So, Sheriff, you thought it'd be that easy, did you? Just ride into town and take over. Well, you're wrong. You had your way with a couple of my boys, but now you gotta deal with me. Scoville is my town. These people is my people, and I aim to keep it that way. You see? I won, Sheriff. Your life is mine to take, just like everyone else's in this town.
No! No one takes my life. I get it.
You fool!
Why'd you push my head?
I told you I was going to roll a tombstone over the sheriff.
Okay, boss. Now what?
Here's what you're going to do. You're going to stay right here and guard this tombstone while I ride into town and round up every one of them sissy sheriff lovers and lock him up.
Now, wait a minute. Those are innocent folks.
Are they? Innocent like you? Why, Mayor? Why the sudden concern for the town folks? You boys have been some of my favorite weapons against you. And besides, who's gonna stop me? Him? He's dead! You? Get out of here if I lock you up too, or worse. Y'all hear me? The sheriff's dead! He's dead!
need threes. Go Fizz! Oh, Fizz, you're a pretty guy because I don't like a fire. I guess you're not doing much about that no more.
Boys, been sitting around here for 3 days. That dead sheriff ain't going nowhere. Those lily-livered deputies, they sure ain't trying nothing. Kind of a shame, though. I wish that old sheriff tried getting out of that, too. After the way he treated me that other day in town. Well, I turned on his so fast.
Hey, Stashburger, you been eating them chili beans again?
That wasn't me.
What's happening here? It's the sheriff! He's alive!
Shut up! Your days are numbered.
You can't get away with this, sheriff. Just wait till the outlaw comes back.
Speak of the devil.
No! You got me! I killed you!
I told you, no one takes my life, but I gave it. I conquered death and I conquered the grave. Scoville is my town, and these people are my people. And I aim to keep it that way, outlaw. Get over here.
No! No! Ah! Ah! Ah!
Give me those keys.
That whosoever would believe on him or trust in him would not perish but have everlasting life. You see, the ultimate outlaw tonight or today is Satan. The Bible tells us that he turned from his original estate, rebelled against God, and he's become the very epitome of evil and rebellion against God. He's the outlaw. And the truth of the matter is that that outlaw has control and dominion in this world. People wonder why the world is such a hard place and so many bad things happen. It's because this world is in rebellion against God. God could have left us to ourselves, or he had every right to judge us. But he so loved us that he sent one for us, his own Son. He came and walked a perfect life before God in total compliance with the law of God, the only man to ever do so. And he came to be a perfect sacrifice and to take the penalty upon himself. He rose from the dead, conquered death for all men, the Bible says, so that if we would put our faith in him, we would not perish but have everlasting life. Bow your heads with me just for a moment this morning. You've come to see a play. And though plays are fiction,